Y'all have real days. Huh? Real days. I see. I have a lot of people. Present. Trustee Bell. Trustee Brooks. Mayor Rivera.
President. Stand for our pledge of allegiance. To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Any general public comment? Please bring it to the front. Jenna Williams.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, I'm still concerned about the rest of the American Relief Fund money. I'm still trying to find out what are we gonna do with it, because from what I understand, at Hickory Creek, there were a lot of people that water had either been cut off or they was on the brink of getting it cut off. So I want to see, since we're not getting any more snow, what are we gonna do with that fund? Also, I saw on here, it was about the modular home. Is that still gonna be presented tonight?
No.
Okay, well, that still brings me to our abandoned home. What is being done? Because in 2019, Eamon Nicholson came to this podium and he was a man with a plan. He had investors, he had did the research, he knew which homes he could take advantage of, and he wanted to fix those homes for us and rid us of some of this bad property that's bringing our property value down. So I want to know, 4 years later, why hasn't anything been done?
I responded to that. I got in office in 19. There were 233 board of abandoned homes, it's less than 50 now. The property values and EAPs has increased throughout the community in University Park. People say that we're raising the taxes. No, we're not raising the taxes. Actually, your property is actually not upside down anymore. And you can check the CMA, competitive market analysis, and consult any broker or realtor, and see that property values have increased in University Park, and less than 50 homes, if I'm not mistaken, are still boarded up in abandoned.
That's the 50, are you kidding me?
Well, I'm only going on.
That's not what Will County is saying.
Okay.
Because I'm giving the official list. So it's more than 50. Yes, some of our property values have gone up, but it's still a lot of abandoned homes, which look bad, which are dangerous, which can cause squatters and other things to take place. We need to not turn a deaf ear to those situations. We need to be on top of it. And I think Mr. Nicholson had a very good plan, and for whatever reason, y'all shooting him away like he was a fly. So I would like to see that, and I want to say to some of you board members that just so it's gonna be bye if y'all don't do better.
Mark Jones. Or did you just sign in on the sheet? All right. Deborah J. Stroud.
Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone had a happy Easter. Good. For any resident in the community that received this flyer, it was mailed out from the University Park Public Library. It was indicating about the event this past Wednesday, which was called a gala, Cotton Club in a Box. I see some people in the audience that attended. I see some of the board that attended. And for those that didn't attend, you missed an awesome, awesome event. It was a combination jazz concert. And I'm bringing light to this because often we talk about what we don't have in this community. But the library has created a room addition for 100 people capacity. Please take use of it, make use of it. This is an entity that is not funded by anybody other than those that are contributing to the library. I know it's a separate taxing body of the community. So that tells me anybody paying taxes ought to make use of that library. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Ms. Brown. Great event. Okay, I'm going to strike item 5.1 and 5.1A and 5.1B. No presentation by those people, correct? We have a presentation by Ms. Sheila Taylor, 5.1C about regarding 34. Ms. Taylor, are you here?
Yeah.
Here you are.
Hello, my name is Sheila Taylor. I've been a resident of University Park since 2014. I am very much so interested in renting out the space 34 for banquet hall. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because I'm tired of spending my money in another community for an event that I may want to have for my family or other friends and family members. We're going somewhere else. I really wasn't prepared. I was just told to come today, but that's my goal, to be able to give back to the community also. So if my seniors, because as a nurse, I do a lot of traveling and I also service a lot of our seniors here. And their biggest thing is there's nothing for them to do. So with that being said, if I open this space, I would open it up for them to be able to have their own little birthday parties for them and their family members to enjoy. Also, anyone in the community could take advantage of having something in their own backyard.
Any questions from the council members? Manager, is that space available?
Yes, sir. Yes, it is. Will you be supplying food or, bringing out? Well, they have to bring their own food if they're having their own event. No, I would not provide food for them. They have to, unless they ask me to assist with the catering service, I could help them that way, but no, I would not.
What topic? You said it's a banquet hall, so it's gonna be an event space?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's gonna, provide like chairs and stuff, or just gonna be a
Yes,
space for rental?
if you want to rent it, yes, I will make sure that whatever event you want to have is whatever you want it to be. So if you want to have a birthday party for one of a little kid or whatever, you'd have to supply whatever you want in there unless you need my assistance. But this would allow you to have something in your own community versus paying someone else outside of the community and traveling there.
Questions from the council?
Okay.
Oh, no, it's not. Which space is that?
Yeah, that's what I wondered.
34.
I know.
Next to the cigar space, the cigar, it was a smoke shop.
No,
No.
it wasn't. It was a hemp shop, wasn't it?
So I think that's the space that, remember we had these group that want to come in and do clothing?
That just came about, didn't it?
Yeah, but
They're not.
yes. They, according to Ms. Scott, they decided not to come into the space. And I think Ms. Taylor was willing to pay the $900, is that what it is?
Yes.
Per month for the space. So. Ms. Rao, yes.
What is the occupancy?
I mean, you mean how many people?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, that's up to the village. They tell me how many people can be in there, I don't know.
So what's the capacity?
That's the thing, I don't know.
I know it's the same, but when you're renting, you're supposed to have that in writing.
Well, they have to tell me and I have to enforce it.
Okay. And they charge you $900 and everybody's paying $200.
Are they trying to
I
do
don't
that?
know, whatever they
He just
told
said
me
that.
the rate was.
I know you said that for the other people. Is 900
Hey,
Is it 900 for her? I know it was
yes,
900.
yes, yes, yeah.
Okay, so that's the count.
Okay. Any more questions, anybody? All right, well, thank you very much, Mrs. Taylor.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have a presentation for 5-1D. A plan commission recommendation, dot pool parking lot expansion. Go ahead, go ahead. No, not that I'm aware of. Is that everyone from Dot here, Dot Pool? So make the long story short, Dot Pool is expanding in our industrial park, and they're making a petition. They've gone through the planning commission, Mr. Martin, and everybody, and the planning commission recommended, gave us the approval to move forward with it. They're just adding additional parking spaces. You know how many?
Pardon?
Yes. You know how many parking spaces?
I can check, so last time it was like 180 something.
So it's about, just for the record, it's about 100, maybe 100 plus additional parking spaces for Dot Pool. Chief Chelios, anything? About the expansion of Dot.
I don't know, this is the first I've heard of this project tonight, so I have to, hold on.
Okay.
Went to the plan.
I went to the planning commission, yeah.
I didn't see. What was the planning commission?
They said they were recommendation, they gave the approval to move forward.
Meeting on the other. It was posted long, it's long.
All right. All right. Presentation plan, commission recommendation, granting permanent easement to Monique Manhattan Road, Egyptian Trail Lighting Project. That you guys? All right.
Good evening, Mayor and Board of Trustees. My name is Larry Gachewski, the attorney on the village of Monique.
I'm Jeff Hagan, Robinson Engineering, I represent the village of Morning.
We are here tonight, Mayor, for two items. One, the first item is that there's two pieces of property to be conveyed from University Park to Monique regarding the realignment of Cleveland Avenue. And the second item is there's street lighting project that we have ongoing on Monique Manhattan Egyptian Trail. The village is asking an IGA wherein the village will own and operate the street lights on the south and west side of Monique Manhattan Egyptian Trail. And then University Park will own and operate the street lights on the north and east side of Monique Manhattan and Egyptian Trail. We are undergoing a lot of infrastructure work there, Your Honor. And we thought lighting would be helpful to both sides of the Egyptian Trail and Monique Manhattan Road. And I believe there's one before the planning. Oh, I'm sorry. I believe there's been extensive discussions between Jeff and staff and your engineers.
So there were two options originally that was presented. One was that we would allow the village of Moni to place the light fixtures there, and we would have to maintain those light fixtures, including the lighting. The other option was to grant a permanent easement. We did get specs and pictures of the lighting. There's going to be short and tall lighting, am I correct?
Correct.
Along that
Yes.
corridor, and I know because I purchased those lights before, they're more expensive than the regular poles, a lot more expensive. So I know that previously that that easement was conveyed, am I correct, to UP at some point many years ago, about 20 some years ago?
Yes.
So, so I thought that it would be more advantageous for the village to just give them back that easement, because, the fact of the matter is, when people hit those poles, and they will, that we are looking at replacing those poles at possibly a cost of $15,000 each. So I thought that it would be in our best interest to just grant them that permanent easement. So I just wanted to add that.
Okay, any questions? All right, thanks, guys. Good. No. No, we have one more presentation, might as well stay there, and that is item 5.1F, correct? That's the McDonald's variance.
Correct. So, yes, so the village of Monique has received some funding. We're looking to realign the intersection of Cleveland Avenue and Hamilton Avenue along Monique Manhattan Road. So that's where the pilot gas station is on the northwest corner, and the Petro to the southeast. That's, everyone knows, it's kind of a area intersection to drive through when you're driving through it. So the village is working on realigning that in order to improve the safety there. And in order to get that to work with the engineering, there's a dedication along Hamilton Avenue, a 5-foot strip adjacent to the pilot gas station, which is also the McDonald's in that same building there. So the request is for approval of that plan of dedication, because that Hamilton Avenue actually is under the jurisdiction of University Park.
Any questions, anybody?
Is this making up the straighten of the road or?
Okay, so good question. Good question. The plan is to bring Cleveland, which is the road south of Monique, Manhattan Road, that's under the jurisdiction of Monique. The plan is to kind of curve that around into the petrol gas station to align with Hamilton to the north, essentially. So correct. Correct.
Any other questions? Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thank you, Mayor.
We have motion for adjournment? Moved by Lewis. Second. Yo, 1 second. Go ahead.
There was one more item that I think was not added on the agenda here, but it was on the agenda that was sent this afternoon for the Smile Center for the dental, for the dental office. This is just for discussion purposes, but they wanted to have their lease run concurrent.
Oh.
So currently, they are renting out, they're gonna be renting out 38 and 40. And they're currently in 70 and 80. They pay, I believe it's $11.54 for each unit for 70 and 80 each, and $850. When we brought this to the board prior, the board had verbalized that they wanted the dental office to pay more. So I did speak with them. They are willing to pay $850 a month. That would bring them for a total of, I believe it's around $3,150 they would be paying. Currently, they're month to month. Their lease ended in 21, so they're requesting a 4-year lease. So we have to publish 70 and 80 again in the paper, if I'm correct. And they would like for it to run concurrent, all the leases starting this coming May in 2023 for 4 years.
Okay. So that means you just pay for everything goes at the same time, basically. Questions? I'll just pay all at once, all of them go at
And
the
they're
same.
very good. I spoke with Ms. Claudia, and she said they're very good tenants.
That's what they pay.
They came up under the.
All right, thank you very much. All right, let's do it again. I have a motion for adjournment. Moved by Lewis. Second by McFadden. All in favor?